Welcome back to Leading from the Middle. I'm Bill Moeller. Today, we answer a simple question. Why leading from the middle? Because every great leader started by following someone greater. Leadership does not begin at the top. It begins in the middle, learning, watching, practicing. My mom used to tell me, whatever you learn today will be a life lesson for tomorrow. Mentorship turns lessons into leadership. Strong leaders grow under strong leaders. Nobody develops alone. Joshua followed Moses. David learned under Saul. The disciples walked with Jesus. They observed decisions. They learned discipline. They practiced responsibility. John Maxwell teaches leadership develops daily, not in a day. Mentorship accelerates growth. Leading from the middle gives you proximity to wisdom. Early in my career, I wanted responsibility fast, titles, authority, influence. What I needed first was perspective. I had mentors who challenged my thinking. They corrected me when I drifted. They modeled consistency. They did not hand me answers. They asked better questions. Coach K writes in the Gold Standard that great teams grow because young leaders learn from veterans. Experience transfers through proximity. Leadership maturity followed mentorship. Point 1, leaders learn before they lead. Joshua did not start as a general. He started as an assistant. David did not begin as king. He began as a servant. The disciples did not start churches on day one. They followed Jesus first. Gino Wickman writes in Traction that clarity comes through repetition. Learning precedes leadership. Strong leaders stay teachable. Point 2, leaders practice in the middle. The middle is where skills form. You see how decisions get made. You learn how conflicts get handled. You discover how pressure gets managed. Carlton Andrew writes in The Rugged Entrepreneur that growth happens through responsibility, not observation alone. The middle gives you reps. Point 3, leaders honor those ahead of them. David respected Saul, even when Saul failed. The disciples stayed committed, even when they did not understand. Honor keeps hearts aligned. John Maxwell teaches people follow leaders they trust. Trust grows through respect. Leadership influence expands when honor stays intact. Point 4, leaders prepare to pour into others. Mentorship never ends with you. Joshua led after Moses. The disciples led after Jesus. Leadership always moves forward. If you're not learning from someone and investing in someone, growth stalls. God designs leadership through relationships. Moses poured into Joshua. Jesus poured into the 12. Faith leadership grows through connection. You lead best when you stay connected to people who stretch you. What's our practical playbook? Here's how you lead from the middle well. Identify a mentor. Find someone ahead of you in character and experience. Stay teachable. Ask questions and listen. Practice daily leadership. Lead where you are. Honor those over you. Protect, trust. Develop those beside you. Share what you learn. Prepare successors. Leadership multiplies through people. Again, growth requires proximity. What's my action plan? This week, take one step. Reach out to a mentor. Schedule a conversation. Ask one meaningful question. Then identify one person you can encourage or develop. Leadership flows both directions. Thank you for listening to Leading from the Middle. Every great leader followed before they led. Every strong leader stayed connected to wisdom. Find your mentor, be a mentor. That is how leadership lasts.